So let's go ahead and find out what we get first. Rainbow Islands. It's actually not a bad game. Oh, and immediate language selection with no music. Not really a promising start there, Taito. Challenge? What's this then? It's different. And, yeah, all that is fine. Okay. Whoa, this is new. Okay then, that is... Wow. Yeah, I've only ever played the NES version of Rainbow Islands. So this is entirely new to me. And apparently they travel with fart power. They're in the ranks of Kinniku Man. So, yes, anyways, Rainbow Islands is the story of Bubble Bobble 2. And you can jump, you can send out very gray-looking or brown-looking rainbows. You can walk on the rainbows, but if you jump on them, they fall. So that's how we do things in Rainbow Islands. Now what you want to do is set it up so that you do that. Now we have the green gem. Every single stage has 7 gems hidden in it. And the way it works is that the screen is sort of divided vertically into 7 segments. So if you kill an enemy in this segment, you get a jewel of this color, this segment a jewel of a different color, so on and so forth. And you're expected to do that in each of the worlds to get the world's, you know, big final gem. And of course you have a time limit to do it all in, and it's all one big annoying... Yeah, we're not actually going to be bothering with getting the, you know, perfect happy ending of all the rainbow gems and all the things. We're going to try and not die, but we're gonna fail. And I'm sure that the rainbow flicker is just, you know, Game Boy Coloriness. They did not flicker in the NES version when I played. I can't speak for any other versions. I know it was also on, you know, the arcades. Taito was a huge proponent of making games for arcade first and then porting them everywhere else. But yes, this is all tied to Bubble Bobble in that the character I'm playing is actually the dinosaur from Bubble Bobble. At the end of that, if you get the best ending by, you know, beating the final boss with a friend, if you beat it alone, you get the bad end. If you beat it with a friend, you do indeed find out that they were cursed, and they were not actually dinosaurs, but these little weird elfy-looking dwarf people. And then there was this Rainbow Islands that had them spitting rainbows and walking on them. And then there was also Parasol Stars, which they called Rainbow Islands 2, so kind of reminds me of the whole Rambo series, how it had one title and then another title with the second title as a 2, and then a third title, which was the second title 2, or 3 or something, and it's just weird. So yeah, you mostly don't want to be jumping on the rainbows, unless you are specifically going for those gems. Like you can see here, we do still have that green gem, so you know, it's per world instead of per stage. But even then, you don't have all that much time to go for them, so actually getting the best ending of this game is crazy hard. Which, when you think about a game called Rainbow Islands, where you go around walking on rainbows, you don't really expect it to be connected to something really, really hard. And difficult. But again, you know, these sort of Taito arcade games very often are very difficult and, you know, fun to play, but repetitive and difficult in the long run. And yeah, that's the thing, you can't just kill an enemy with a rainbow to get a gem. You actually do have to get the rainbow above it and then get it down. Also, we now have the double rainbow upgrade or power-up ability, whatever you want to call it. And it's not quite double rainbow all the way, but it is quite nice. And I guess we get the jars when we end up hitting an enemy in a vertical segment where we've already gotten a gem from. Also, I will mention that in the other versions, arcade and NES and such, I haven't actually played too many of the other versions, just the NES one, but I have seen some of the other ones in video form, and I know that they don't use this same Bubble Bobble music in the stages. They actually do have... Hey, I got 2 gems. Awesome. But, this first stage does have its own unique Rainbow Islands music. And it actually does sound like, one of the songs from Wizard of Oz, appropriately enough. I think it might sound like, yeah, it is Somewhere Over the Rainbow that it does sound like. I'll have to... Well, I say I'll have to try and find a bit of it to play, but then I don't know if it would, actually, you know, get me one of those YouTube music matches if I do go and play that version of the song on top of this one, since it's not actually from this game. Even though it is from this game, just a different version of this game, but yeah, YouTube is very screwy in that way. Gotta say, though, I do prefer the Somewhere Over the Rainbow version, or not version, but the, you know, Somewhere Over the Rainbow song in Rainbow Islands over top of the basic Bubble Bobble song. Yeah, this gets old in Bubble Bobble itself, so to have it in a whole nother game is just far, far too much. So we're being stalked by a red bird. Let's get away from the murder bird. And damn it, I don't want to update right now, Firefox. Ooh. Oh. Well, I missed out on the cross, but that's okay. And since we are this close, let's at least try for it. Oh jeez. Dang it, I didn't jump there. The hell, game. Okay, skip it. Run away. There we go. Okay, so good to know the hurry thing is by segment. Hey now, that one I did jump on. Come on, game. Work within your own rule set. Okay, so we need make one right in this area here. Will the game give me one enemy in this area? Ooh, maybe. We can get there in time. What if I... It's like, some of the things you hit your head on, other things you don't hit your head on, and it never makes sense. Well, that's another jar. And yet more jars. So what's the area I have to be in to get the other gem? Well, this is not making much sense. Maybe it's different in this Game Boy Color version. So, oh well. Don't care, doesn't matter. Ah, yeah, that's definitely an emulator glitch. The game is not supposed to be having a miniature seizure. Also, I didn't even get anywhere near it with that. Interesting. So, yeah, that was a thing. Okay, so, watermelon, worth hundreds of thousands of points. And we did not get the big gem from it, so we won't get the good ending, but we're not gonna get the good ending here, because let's just find out. Does it have a different song? Oh, yeah, no, we are absolutely done here because, yeah, NES version. Each different area had a different song. I mean, I guess I will say, the sprites in this, the animation, the backgrounds, all that has been rather good, the sprite flicker of the rainbows aside. The sound effects have been good, the controls have been pretty good, aside from a little bit of a weird thing where sometimes you'll be trying to jump and it will fail for reasons unknown, or other times, like right there, you will walk up a rainbow and it will just fall, like as though you had jumped on it and it doesn't make sense. So, anyways, yeah, no. This has been Rainbow Islands, the story of Bubble Bobble 2, which this version doesn't even have that subtitle. Yeah, play this on the NES, or the arcade, or almost any other version instead of this. Yay, let's drown! Wow. Water that... Wow, that's just a really weird effect with the water, how it always seems like it's right there below you, yet it really actually is not. That's not really a good way to do things. Anyways, yeah, no, just cannot recommend this. Absolutely done here.